colleagues have touched on counterfeit goods, and I share their concerns very deeply. I'm also concerned about stolen goods. Mr. Bezos, are stolen goods sold on Amazon?
Congresswoman, not to my knowledge, although we're more than 1 million sellers, and so I'm sure that there have been stolen goods
Really, Mr.
sold
Bezos?
on Amazon.
Really, Mr. Bezos?
I'm sorry.
There's not?
I'm-
You don't believe that there is?
I
That
said-
surprises me.
No, I just said with over 1 million sellers, I'm sure that it has happened. But certainly, I don't think it's a large part of what we're selling.
Okay, so Mr. Bezos, basically then you're saying yes.
I guess so.
Okay, so I want to ask you about information that you require from sellers to prevent the sale of stolen goods. Do you require a real name and address, yes or no?
For sellers?
Once again, do you require a real name and address from sellers?
I believe we do. But let me get back to your office with I'd rather give you the accurate answer, but I think we do.
Right. And I'm aware that you are. So yes, you do require a name and address. Do you require a phone number, yes or no?
I don't know if it's required. I think we often have it, but I don't know.
So briefly then, how do you verify that each of these pieces of information is accurate?
I don't know the answer to your question.
So you don't know how many people work on verifying seller verification before the seller is allowed to sell on Amazon?
No, Congresswoman, I don't.
Okay, then I'm going to ask you, sir, will you commit to reporting all sales of stolen and counterfeit goods to law enforcement, and to victims to track large-scale offenders engaged in organized retail crime?
To the degree that we're aware of it, we will certainly pursue it. In fact, I would.
Sir, can you just make a blanket commitment? Can you just make a blanket commitment, whether you're aware of it or not?
A blanket commitment to what? Sorry, Congresswoman, I'm trying to be helpful.
Reporting all sales of stolen and counterfeit goods to law enforcement and to victims to track large-scale offenders engaged in organized retail crime.
I see no reason why, if we're aware of stolen goods, we wouldn't report it. We would want the correct law enforcement authorities to be involved.
Okay, thank you so much. I yield back my time.
Thank the gentlelady for yielding back. I want to thank the witnesses for their testimony today and my colleagues